Okay.
All right. Like I said, good morning. All right, who can tell me the title of the book we're reading right now? Yes, sir. Lemoncello. We're missing a key word in that title. Val.
Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's library.
Good, right. The escape part is really what we're talking about right now, right? Why is that an important part of the title? Who wants to tell me? Paulis.
Because it's what the book is about escaping the library. And if it's just Mr. Lemoncello's library, you don't get what the book is about.
Right, so we could talk about Mr. Lemoncello's library and describe it and how awesome it is, but really the plot and the theme of the book has a lot to do with that key word of the title, right? What's wrong with you, Saulo? Okay. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the roles that the characters have played. So we're about a third of the way in the book, okay? We've been introduced to setting, which is Mr. Lemoncello's library. We've been introduced to several characters and indirect characterization, which tells us about that character, right? Let's give an example. Haley Daly. Things that have given us clues as to what she's all about. Solar.
She's all about fashion because when they gave the card of $500, she trade the gave her money so she can go shopping.
Okay, so she's all about fashion. What other clues do we know about her and her mother and the lifestyle that they live? Who's raising their hands? It's kind of okay. Go ahead. You can finish.
That the mother, when they were at the party, at the first party, the mother was grabbing a lot of food and putting her in the purse.
So are they wealthy? No, but they like to act like it, right? So that was a great clue. Both clues, the gift card and the mom at the party was a good card. Okay, what about Charles Chiltington? What clues do we have there as to his personality? Miss Castro.
He's a really wealthy kid.
Wealthy, excellent word, yes.
Wealthy kid. And he's always presuming, and he's always saying that he always wants to win. And the prize is the most important thing of the game.
So what does that tell us about his character? The fact that he says he's always talking about how awesome he is and the fact that he's only interested in winning. What does that tell us about his character?
That he's
He's, well, he likes to brag. He thinks he's, all that. Okay, all right. There were a couple of examples in the book that told us about the way that he acted. The most recent one having to do with Haley Daly. Somebody else.
He tricked Haley Daly into...
Oh, that was somebody else. He tricked somebody else, but he tricked a fellow classmate, into...
pulling the fire.
Right, into thinking that she was going to win the game, but she didn't. So he definitely tricked her. What's the most recent event that we talked about? And in the middle of it, we said, let me think about where we could. Remember they had to go down and rescue her? Or not yet? No? Okay. All right. What about Kyle? He's the first character we're introduced to. He's the main character. What things do we know about his personality and his world that makes him the way he is? Saulo.
That he doesn't know to do, the thing that he said, balloons. I like balloons.
Balloons, right? It was easy. Okay, so he's easy. Is he smart?
Yes.
Kyle smart? What about the skills he has to problem solve? Remember it describes his family and his siblings, his brothers, and the fact that he plays a lot of games with them, but the fact that he has two older brothers, one who's an athlete and one who's a nerd, and he's the young one, right?
I think that he's
Okay, so he's got to think on both sides. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's do a little bit of predicting, okay? We've got pretty far in the book. I want you to talk to the person next to you real quick, and I want you to come up to what you think is going to be, listen to my words, Isa, before you make pair up with somebody, listen to me. just to the person next to you, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Juani, can you talk to Sophie? You're lucky. And I want you guys to talk to each other and come up with an ending to the story. Give me a couple of details and a final ending. I don't want an extensive sequence. I just want what you think this book will end up ending like, okay? I'm going to give you a minute to come up with that end, okay? All right, 1 minute.